And you're welcome back to The Pulse. The race is heating up within the New Patriotic Party. A number of candidates are emerging, seeking to take that opportunity once the party opens up nominations for its parliamentary candidates. In the Amenfi East constituency, one gentleman by name Ernest Frimpong is seeking to make a change in that constituency. He believes it's time for the New Patriotic Party to also benefit from his skills and leadership. He's joining us in studio now. Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome to The Pulse.
Good afternoon.
It's good to see you. Of course, many would say that you already have an incumbent MP, and he's been there for quite some time now. Why are you seeking to replace him? Do you know something that we are not aware of?
Thank you for the opportunity. I am honored to be on this show. I want to seize the opportunity to say a big thank you for the good work you're doing. And I'll greet my good people of Amenfi East. The constituency chairman, led by Nana Kofi Amankwa, and the entire team, my 28 affable electoral area coordinators, and 1,085 delegates.
You've started mapping out the delegates already. I'm sure that by now you've been to their homes, you've started talking to them. Are you sure that they're setting that you can, of course, take up that leadership role within the constituency?
I'm the only one they trust.
Really?
They believe in the New Direction, New Hope agenda, and so far so good, even though campaign has not started officially. But the interaction, the consultation and all is doing well. And the support from the people of Amenfi East is remarkable, and I'm grateful for the opportunity so far given me. And we're looking forward to see a brighter future together where we can take Amenfi East from where it is now to a better place.
Okay, for those who argue that, well, you're not known within the party, particularly within the Amenfi East constituency, what's been your contribution and your background to supporting the party in that area? Thank
you. I'm the most popular guy in the race. I'm very known. I was born and bred in Amenfi East, Wasajokwa to be precise. I schooled there until SHS, where I went to Kumasi University in K University. So I've lived almost all my life in Amenfi East, doing one thing: serving the party NPP. And I started doing communication from 2016 up to date, and still an active member. Everybody who knows me in Amenfi East knows me to be an NPP guy. And there's nobody who can attest that I am not known in the constituency and perhaps in the NPP. I want to come to give the New Hope the New Hope dream that my people have a reality, to make sure we take the people from where they are now to a better place, so that they also benefit from the national cake in terms of projects, in terms of personal development, in terms of everything that they deserve as Ghanaians and people in the NPP.
Okay. When you look at the Amenfi East constituency currently, what would you say is that pressing issue confronting the constituency, which has not been solved over the years, and that once you take up that leadership, that will be your agenda and it's something on your heart that you want to solve?
In this age, if somebody somewhere doesn't have access to network, it's an imprisonment for me, because without network, you are out of the world. 2, electricity. And funny enough, my government, the New Patriotic Party, over the last 6 years has done tremendously well in terms of rural electrification. We have not seen our own. We have not benefited, because we made a choice in 2020 to vote against an NPP MP. And from 2020 up to date, all projects are hot. Nothing is going on. And so me winning the parliamentary candidate seat alone will give me a capacity to take it up and do it.
Are you saying that the entire area, you don't have...
We have
telecommunications connection? Is that what you're saying?
We have a number of them connected in our first term.
Okay.
Between 2017 to 2020. we had 15 communities. We connected 9.
Okay,
6
the
remaining.
argument, so I want to be clear on that point. So if someone moves into the constituency now, they would not be able to place calls. No. Place phone calls.
There are a number of small cities, small towns in the community. Okay. You know, my community is very scattered. It's not like that of Accra where you can find one constituency within and then you can walk around, you know. You have to sometimes travel like 2 hours, okay, within one constituency before you'll be able to meet another town there who belongs to this particular constituency. And so, apart from Wasel Kropon, which is a municipal capital that is well, you know, good in all aspects of these things, there are other communities. There are a number of them lacking this facility. And the last 6 years, we secured 15. We were able to connect 9 in our first term. The second term, because we don't have an MP, nobody is pushing, and now the whole project is standstill. And that is why I have to come to be able to push it even before 2024 election. Rural electrification. We did a number of works. Some places there are poles already, wires on them, and you only have to, you know, bring transformer and probably connect. And these programs are all in standstill. So I will come to give light where there's no light, to give network where there's no network, to do some monumental projects because we are a party in power, right? We in the NPP, we are doing well.
But when you say that's where many will take you on. The fault of the politician, isn't it? You keep promising so much as MPs, parliamentary candidates, when you know so well that your duty is to make laws. Why wouldn't you promise the people that, well, I'll get you good laws, I'll ensure that we push for policies that will help you. You keep making the promise about infrastructure, and when it doesn't get done, you get to be in trouble.
Of course, you and I know that if I go to parliament, I go to make laws. But in this country, you and I are also aware that we go to parliament to also help push for developmental projects. And so you need a capacity because there are a number of projects going on. You would have to be an MP or an MCE before you can even push it through. So you need a capacity. That is why people seeking this mandate uses that opportunity to tell people that when I come, I'll facilitate this. So you will be able to facilitate it. Of course, you get a capacity, you are connected, you get networks here and there, and you'll be able to help do 1 or 2 things, apart from going to parliament to make laws. And so, of course, we are going to make laws. We are going to make sure the best laws of this country get done and get passed to make sure the Ghanaian people are enjoying. But by doing so, my people, those who sent me, they also need to live comfortably. They also need to enjoy some level of comfort in their daily works. Schools, hospitals, clinics, and the youths, AstroTurfs. You know, this government, we've done so tremendously well. Over the last 6 years, we've completed 120 AstroTurf, right? We're still counting. We had 1. We need extra 2 or 3, and the constituency will be good. Talent in Amenfi East, and there are a number of them there. You need these facilities to, you know, bring these talents to bear, and that is what is important.
Okay, your party, the New Patriotic Party, has not come out with that official date as to when, of course, you should be holding your primaries. In fact, at the presidential level, is a different ballgame altogether. What's the difficulty? I mean, do you feel that you, the candidate, should be giving the opportunity to begin to campaign whilst the leadership sets the date, or you would want to wait on your leadership before you go all out to print your posters, to put your indications all out there that you're contesting? What's happening?
We trust the National Executive Council. We know they are doing whatever it takes to give us a date. And of course, there are no challenges because you are not allowed to even campaign. So your monies are in your pockets. You are not buying food or you are not doing anything. you have ample time to do broader consultation, to actually be able to, identify your strengths and weaknesses, and then you work on them. The more they delay, the better for me. Because if they bring out a date now, you'll be pressured, go do this, get this thing done here and there, and then these things will probably come with a cost. So we know we will vote this year.
Okay.
Obviously, we will vote this year. The timing doesn't matter. What matters is that the best candidate for the party emerges, so that our next parliament, NPP will have more MPs than the NDC, while we seek to break the 8.
And on the breaking the 8 agenda, even before we get to breaking the 8, there's this next phase of reorganization that you'd be going into, which is the presidential race, right? That may run alongside the parliamentary. And we see this big divide within the NPP, some going in for Alan Cash, some going in for Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. There are those going for Boakye Jako, and a host of others who have said, well, they want to lead the party as its next presidential candidate. Are you aligned as a candidate, an aspirant? Do you have your favorites among these people? Are you open about it that, well, this is the next phase of the NPP?
No, I cannot be opened, but I have a candidate in mind. And there's no division. That's a point of correction. Even in my constituency, 4 people are already out there who would want to pick forms. It's democracy, and in democracy, these things are allowed, The party would have to, the party folks, the delegates, they need to have the opportunity to choose the best candidate for the party. The presidential election is the best time for party to even reunite. Because while you get a candidate already, the candidate has a responsibility to bring everybody on board to make sure we break the 8. And so for these petty things, I won't call it division. Right. I call it election process. It's part of the process. Once you get it done and the election is over, the rest is that we are all NPP. Our common goal is to win political power. So if it's not you, it doesn't mean NPP cannot win political power. You understand? So yes, whoever wins will bring whoever contested on board and make sure we break the 8.
You're also going into that contest that's at the parliamentary level.
Yeah.
Between you and the others, do you have any other favorites just amongst the 4 names you've heard? If it's not you on that ticket for the NPP in the 2024 elections for the Amenfi East constituency, who else would you be going in for? I know it's a tough one, but you'd have to answer that.
Of course.
Someone else?
I have myself,
Oh, okay. So you are the only option?
I'm the only favorite. I'm the best option for the people of Amenfi East, And then for the party NPP, I think the rest are doing their best. They keep pushing me to do better. They are the reason why I'm here.
Okay. So let's talk about the agenda to break the 8 for the NPP. The belief is that your party is no longer attractive. You may be losing the 2024 elections after all.
True.
So why should you be worried?
It is not true. It is not true. Our party is not attractive. We have at least Nigeria just ended election to use it as
an example.
As an example, because the economy in Nigeria is worse than that of the economy in Ghana. Nigeria is going through a very tough time, and yet they broke the 8. So we in the NPP, we only have to be focused and united, because the people of Ghana knows that we did not bring this problem to us. But the problem was external factor, COVID-19 here and there. There is a point in your life you have to do panic spending just to protect lives. That is what we did. And in so doing, we may make a mistake here and there, but at the long last, we are bringing back the economy. Fuel rose to 24 cedis. Today, it is 13 cedis, 80 pesos. Dollar was somewhere 16 cedis. We are talking about it now at 11. And so, yes, we are not there, but we will be there. That is why we keep on appealing to Ghanaians that the same faith and trust they had for us in 2016, they should give it to us. because there's no alternative. The alternative is as empty as that. Look at a party in opposition for 6 years, a party that has a leader who has been a president before and seeking to come back again. And the country is going through difficult times. We have not seen the president giving a single idea of how the country should even move.
You're not being fair to Joe Mahama.
I'm being fair to him
he's
because
looking at a number of lectures. He's told you what to do. Cut down the cost, cut down the number.
You see,
it's part of the
everybody can just stay home and say cut down the cost, cut down the size of government. But even when we've cut down the size of government by 30%, they still can't see.
Okay.
They want us to remove ministers from office before they know that we've cut down size of government.
Okay, we need to go. What would be your message to the people of Amenfi East watching us right now? What message do you have to put across?
For now, I will focus on my delegates, the 1,117 delegates.
You know the exact number?
Of course, 1,117.
Are you paying them monies?
No, you can't pay them money.
Oh,
you give them a good message.
We've seen people give cars, motorbikes.
Ah, really? Maybe they were helping individuals for a good work done for them. I don't believe we, the NPP, we buy votes because we continue to provide good people, good materials for the good of this country.
What will be your message to the people of Amenfi East?
What I have heard and what has been my conviction is that whatever you are doing, you have to also benefit from it. The people of Amenfi is the good delegates serving our party through thick and time deserve better. You understand? You cannot continue to suffer for the party, and when party comes to power, you are neglected. They are always saying, "Yenyashi." It is going to be a thing of the past because we are going to push them to do better. We are going to put them in a position where people elsewhere will be interested in joining NPP. That is the focus. That is what we are coming to bring on board. That is why the call for a new direction, a new hope, has been a very big brand on its own because the people believe that this is time for them to enjoy. They are Ghanaians. Whatever we are doing for Ghanaians, they deserve it. And that is what we are going to do.
Okay, then, and this conversation is just starting. I'm sure that when the contest itself goes on, you'll be picking the forms and you'll be on that ballot where the delegates will have to decide. I'm grateful, Ernest,
Thank you,
that you've been able to join us here on the...
Before I leave, I have to say a big shout out to the Western Region NPP regional executives. They are doing a great job, led by Chairman Dedisia and my indefatigable regional woman organizer, Obapa Ya Josephine. They are doing well. And Amenfi East, we have one person in the region, the former chairman. In fact, he's the longest serving chairman of NPP, that Dr. Nana Asafo-Achekwaku-Badu, the regional first vice chairman. He is doing so well for the party. And then I want to say a big shout out to Wasai Kuropong Gold Bias. The boys are very smart. And
lobbying for people, but that's Ernest Frimpong for you. He's seeking to run as the MP for Amenfi East. But for now...